workout routine. I want to go over all of everything that we need to cover as far as memberships after the trial, everything, any question you might have, nutrition stuff. I want to cover it all today. Any questions you have, shoot them at me right now as a group, because they may be answering something that somebody else has that they forgot about or they need to ask. So fire away any questions you have. That means stop me at any point in time. I'll cover anything you need to. The big thing I want to cover is pre-workout stuff, the rolling, stretching, our warm-up, which is going to be our assessment, and we're going to go over a lot of the nutrition stuff, which is probably the most important part of this that we have very little control over, that you guys kind of have to take control of within yourselves. First thing I want to talk about is kind of why we train the way we do them here. These workouts are very fast. A lot of you probably typical like hour and a half long workouts, long cardio stuff. We don't do that here. Everything's fast. Your workout's going to be like 20 minutes long. You have 5-minute warm-up, 20-minute workout, 4 to 5 minute cool down or finisher, then I'm going to leave you stretch and roll on your own afterwards. So we're looking at a total of less than 30 minutes of workout, very effective. People always ask, what do you do, Ryan? I do these workouts. I have very, very little time during the day. I don't have time to sit around and lift for an hour and a half, do another hour of cardio. We combine it all together. We make it really effective. It's actually 7 times more effective for fat burning than actual regular workouts during the year. So we time up everything with intervals. We use a sound track, which you guys are going to hear today. It's going to list different times of work and rest. We change those up every month that we come in. So it might be a 50-10 one time, 30-30. It tells you halfway points, stop and go points. It allows us to go ahead and coach and help you out with the movements, get you set up, make sure you're doing everything right, and not sit and watch the time. Those timed intervals also allow our very, very beginner exercisers to work at the same level as our very advanced people. Because we have 3 different levels. Level 1, 2, and 3 is basically beginner, intermediate, and advanced. You work your way up to those, and then the number of reps you get within that brief period of time, 50 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever it might be, is going to vary depending upon what fitness level you're at. So I can work out right next to somebody that's done absolutely nothing for 5 years. We can get the same thing out of the workout, but work at different levels within that same time period. So it allows us to work with a lot of different people at the same time and get great results with everybody. From there, what we hope to accomplish with this is to teach you, one, more effective ways to work out. We want to make it fun, and we want to get you the best results possible. So as long as you follow everything that we ask you to do, and there's a lot of stuff outside of here that we'll ask you to do, then you should be just fine. We're a little bit different than most other boot camp programs do. We don't come in and just like make up a workout off the top of our head. These workouts are pre-planned, different levels. We know exactly where we're going with them. We plan them out a month ahead of time in advance. We have videos that we use for our instructors so that they know exactly what should look like, what we want to do. It's the same no matter who's teaching it. We're also different in the fact that this is a complete program from nutrition to recovery to regeneration work, corrective work. We cover everything that there is to cover for your fitness program, and give you the workouts as well. So I'm actually just now finishing up, hopefully I will finish by next week, the new manual for this. It's just called our Success System, where it's going to go over everything that I just talked about. We'll have pictures, you'll have pictures of the foam rolling that we're going to go over, the same ones that are up on the wall. We have the nutrition done for you meal plans. I have 2 or 3 of those up, one just basic one for people that are in a hurry. We have another one for people that want to try something a little bit different, that is requires a little more preparation and planning. We have everything and anything in between. I think the last check it was 24 pages long. So if you need any questions, it should be in there, and if it's not, then just let me know, and I will answer it for you. So we give you everything that you possibly need. What you need to know that we expect from you. I want you to show up to every single trial day if you can. I know some of it's not possible. But all those 6 days right at the beginning, I want you to try to make it to every one. It's really important to make sure you stick with the program. You're going to get the most out of it that way and get the best feel for everything. Also, the biggest thing is show up on day number 2, especially if you're an eating person. Because it's the following day, you're going to be sore, it's going to hurt, you're probably not going to want to show up. Get here, it gets better, I promise. You'll actually do yourself better by getting here after you're sore. It'll work some of that out rather than skipping it all together. It's way too easy once you skip that second workout to then skip the 3rd one, the 4th one, the 5th one, and we never see you again. So make sure you get here for that second workout. We try to encourage. I know it's called boot camp, but we don't yell and scream, and we're not drill sergeants. We want to encourage and motivate. So if we correct something, it's because you're doing it incorrectly. We want to fix it for your safety and for your results. You can get better results doing things correctly. We're going to correct you on something. We will never degrade you. We'll never yell at you. If we yell, it's motivational, and it's never drill sergeant-esque yelling. So we expect you guys to do the same. Encourage each other, push each other. You know, you'll be paired up a lot of times in a smaller group in each station with somebody that's been doing this for maybe 2 years. And they're going to want to encourage you. You should encourage them. Encourage your new campers as well. All you guys kind of stick together. We'll put you together in a group when we first go through, so you guys get a lot of attention from our instructors. And we want you guys to encourage each other. You know, make it fun in here. We encourage being loud, making noises, whatever you want to do. Have fun with it, and you're here to have fun, not be miserable. So, show up on time. To me, on time means 10 to 15 minutes early. 10 to 15 minutes early gives you plenty of time to do your foam rolling, your stretching, and make sure you're here ready to go to warm up. When we start our warm up, we start it right on time, and we're going to go right with it, and we expect to get right into it. So we want to be ready to go with that. So foam rolling and all that is very important. I know if you're just getting off work or running here, especially on morning sessions, we have people strolling in like 2 or 3 minutes early. That's fine. Just understand we're not going to sit around and wait on you. We're going to get going. If you miss part of the warm up, we're going to throw you right in where we're at, and we're just going to keep going. To get the most out of this, we just follow a 90% rule. Try to make 90% of your workouts. You make 90% of them, you'll be doing way better than most people, and you get really great results. You know, don't have to make it every time. You're going to miss some, we understand, oversleep, get caught up at work, just not feel like coming. I understand. Try to get here to as many as you can. Really, you take advantage of that 10% that we give you, and use it for times that you really, really need it. We're always available for questions. That's why we ask you to come 10, 15 minutes before. We're going to stay afterwards. Grab us during that time if you have any questions about anything. Nutrition, something's a little off that day, you're hurt, you need a change. Let us know right up front. That way we can make the adjustments ahead of time rather than trying to make them on the fly in the workout. Somebody had a back's bothering that day and we're doing something where it might do that, let us know so we can say, okay, well during this today you're going to need to do this. Rather than in the middle of the set, you're yelling for us over there, we need to make the change on the fly. It's a little more difficult to do. We can make sure you walk you through it ahead of time. Also, phone, email, call the office, email me, let us know if you have any questions. You all should have my email address, and I email constantly. I'll email again, we're constantly in contact. So all you have to do is reply to one of those, let me know, and I'll try to get to your questions as quick as I can. I try to make myself as accessible as possible. For after the trial, we run this off a membership program. So it's not a pay-as-you-go, not a session-to-session basis. We have a 3 and a 12-month membership. Prices vary depending upon whether you do 2 or 3 days per week. You can pick either one. If you do the 2 days, you can pick any of the days you want to come. We ask you to stick to one session. So either 6 a.m., 6 p.m., or 7 p.m. It gets a little rough trying to bounce around sessions. If we aren't absolutely full at every session and you need to move one day, you need to ask first and make sure it's okay. As long as we don't have it being a consistent habit where you're trying to bounce around all over the place, we'll try to get you in if we can. But we aren't going to make any promises as far as doing that. Like my morning session gets really, really full. So having somebody come from the evening to the morning and just pop in, I may not have enough space for them. I may for them to get up and not have it there, and I can't kick somebody out that's been coming to the 6 a.m. Can't use their spot up. So just let us know. It's usually not a problem. We try to stick to one. You can move to a different time slot if you need to permanently. So we can switch around. If one month you go to 6, 7, 6 a.m. we need to move around. We can do that. You just have to let us know ahead of time so we can make the adjustments as far as knowing numbers. You don't get to make up your misses. When you miss sessions, you miss sessions. You're out of town, you're out of town. We try to get you in as many opportunities as possible. We have Saturday camps on a regular basis where we have people that can come in, pay small, hey, to come in and try out the Saturday sessions. No, it's too hard for us to keep track of 1 session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions for everybody. So we just expect you to try to get here. If you need to miss, let us know, and we can try to get you worked around if at all possible.